What it do? It's your boy, Ticket the Gang Spitter. Coming to spit a little gang. Before we get started, if you clicked on this motherfucker, man, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Comment. You already know we need to talk about it after the fact. We keep the conversation going. And share this shit. Sharing is caring. You hear me? Now, as the world turns and that loud pack burns, your boy Fetty Wap is out. He out on a $500,000 bond. That was quite fast if you ask me. The feds usually hold you for a little minute. This boy done got out quick than a motherfucker. Is Fetty telling? I don't know. Only time will tell. Now let's look at here. See what we got here, y'all. Rapper Fetty Wap released on bond following drug trafficking charge. Rapper Fetty Wap, who was arrested on drug trafficking charge last week, is being released from custody on a $500,000 bond. The rapper, was also known as Willie Jr. Maxwell II, was indicted along with 5 others on drug trafficking conspiracy charges after federal prosecutors say the men allegedly transported, distributed drugs including heroin and fentanyl in Long Island, according to the indictment announced Friday. He was arrested on October 28th at Citi Field in New York City. Right before that boy is about to do the show, they done came and snatched him up and then let him out a week later. That boy, I'm telling you, he got to singing. Turn me up in the headphones. That boy said, turn me up a little louder. That boy started singing. U.S. District Attorney Jonna Seibert approved his release with conditions including GPS monitoring, random drug testing, that he surrender his passport, and receive approval before traveling, according to John Mazzulli, a spokesman with the U.S. Attorney Office of the Eastern District of New York. The indictment, which was filed on September 29th and unsealed last week, charged Maxwell with 1 count of conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substances. The other defendants were also charged with additional count of use of firearms in connection with drug trafficking crime. In the press release, authorities alleged a pipeline of drugs ran from the West Coast to the East Coast, contributing to the addiction and overdose epidemic, which we have seen time and time again tear people's lives apart. Well, Fetty is alleged to be a brick man, heroin, selling fentanyl, which is a killer, over hundreds of kilos, and you out in a week. I mean, we don't know. He could have a bomb ass lawyer, but most niggas I know went to the feds. They sit down at least damn near 6 months to a year before they get out, and then be on that house arrest and fight the case for another year. This boy, he ain't got out fast than a motherfucker. I tell you what, if you was dealing with Fetty, you might not be ready for what the fuck about to happen. Let's see. Found another little article here. We're going to check this out and then we're going to ride the fuck out. You hear me? Law enforcement official released photos showing a bounty of cash and drugs that were seized when they arrested rapper Fetty Wap on charges he ran a multi-million-dollar bi-coastal drug ring. The images released by the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office show 12 evidence bags stuffed with about $1.5 million in cash, broken down into 1s, 5s, 20s, and 100s. This nigga was selling nickel rocks. Fuck it, you got $2, I give you the dust out the bag. Damn, them boys was hustling, wasn't it? Over a dozen bricks of what happened appears to be cocaine and heroin were also shown in the images, some of which are marked with AC on top. A metal structure with pipes that resembled a mechanical peel press were also recovered from authorities. Damn! Following the October 28 bust, which brought in 17 kilograms of cocaine, 2 kilograms of heroin, numerous fentanyl pills, 2 9mm handguns, a rifle, a 45 caliber pistol, a 40 cal pistol, and ammunition. Let's see what we got here. Damn! Bricks, all white bricks, off-white bricks. Just hit a lick for 50. Hey, them boys, they was on it, wasn't they? AC, brickage, and that's a lot of guap. Damn, just give me one of them bags. Fuck it. The pill press. Them boys had a nice little organization, and you mean to tell me this nigga, the artist who bragged in his 2014 hit song Trap Queens, the Trap Queens about cooking crack and using the euphemism cooking pies, was arrested by FBI agents last week at Citi Field, moments before he was slated to hit the stage and perform for the 3-day Rolling Loud Music Festival. He's facing federal charges out the Eastern District of New York for allegedly operating the multi-million-dollar drug ring in Suffolk County with the Cartier of associates between 2019 and June 2020. The feds alleged the rapper, whose real name was William Jr. Maxwell II, was a kilogram level dealer in the operation. Which allegedly trafficked at least 100 kilos of fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, and crack from the West Coast and sold in New York City, in New Jersey, and Long Island. The rapper was detained in federal court last week during a brief court appearance, but he was released Friday on a $500,000 bond after agreeing to surrender his passport and submit to drug testing and GPS monitor. Man, they talking about this nigga was it was a kilogram level dealer in the operation. Oh no. And you out a week later? I tell you what, if you don't sing, boy, 10, they talking about 10 to life. I don't think they're gonna go on the low end, man, of that. So Fetty, you got a lot to think about, man. Hey y'all, as the world turns and the chronic burns, hit the motherfucking like. Comment on this shit, subscribe, and share it. You already know I'm gonna keep y'all informed. We're gonna keep this shit smoking. Let's get it.